everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing around with these Kingart mixed media gel sticks, and I showed these in a recent art supply haul, but I haven't played around with them yet because I was going to make a video about it. Whoops. And I was waiting until I had done a bunch of research on them, but then I just haven't gotten around to doing that. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna play around with it on camera with you guys, and then we can all learn together. Or if you know about these sticks, then you can help me and tell me, hey, you're doing this wrong. So we're gonna just see how it goes. I love these little cases that these come in, and just the look of them and the feel of them in your hand. So I cannot wait to play around with them. I wanted to just go ahead and do it and film it because I was tired of waiting when I was so excited about them. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and do it. And you know what? I forgot to grab my paint brushes. So let me grab those. So I have these, I've shown them before, but these are Nick Pro, and these are like, what is it? Acrylic paint markers, or why did I say paint markers? Because I just bought acrylic paint markers, but those are paint brushes. And then I have a palette, which I also showed in my art supply haul. And like I said, I didn't get to watch a bunch of videos. Literally right before I filmed this, I just looked it up really quickly and watched the first thing that popped up. And I watched how she put it on the palette, and she used like a finger sponge to do it. And that was really cool, but I don't have that. I just have these paint brushes. So we're going to try to use those today. And I'm gonna do a page in garden corners, specifically just the background. And I was looking at it really briefly, and there was a turtle page that I just thought was to die for. Excuse me. I'm also not feeling 100%, either, like physically. So sorry if I'm all over the place and out of breath or anything, but here we go. So I thought this turtle would be good because I could do like some blues in the background for the sky. And so I was gonna do him, and I'm gonna mainly just focus on the background, and then probably off camera I will do everything else. But just to keep this video a little shorter, and because I don't plan on using these on entire pages, I mostly just want them for the backgrounds. I'm gonna do that background blue. Let's go ahead. Is that all? Oh, there's blue in both of these. And I don't think I'm gonna be picky about it because we're just playing around. So I think I'm just gonna go with the first one that says sky blue to me. And I'm thinking that one. Because anytime I do anything that's a little bit darker, it looks like a rainy day. And we're going for bright and springy. So open these up. Just the feel of them, the grip here, and everything about them. And they're almost like a lipstick, and they almost look like they're glittery too. I don't know, we'll find out. So the way the girl did it was she went like this. Yeah, they do look like they're a little glittery. Oh, maybe I went a little too hard. Let me just get that extra. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna just put that there, and I'll flatten that out maybe in a second. And then I think I'm gonna do paintbrush wise. I don't know, I was kind of leaning towards something like this, but oh yeah, there we go, like a round tip. Thinking something like that. And let's just go for it and see what happens. Now, do I do green down here at the bottom? I guess I don't need these because green down here. I think I'm just gonna do the whole background blue. So let's see. Oh, it's so different already than I was expecting. It is glittery. I did not know that. Are they all glittery, or is that just because of the color I picked? I don't know if this is picking up enough color. Maybe it's the brush I'm using. She used a sponge, which would be much more dense. Okay. Interesting. I can already tell though this is going to be way better than filling in a whole area with alcohol markers. And I want to get better at using, I think this is getting a little bit of the green that I used on this before, but it kind of works. But it has some green from acrylic markers. Or acrylic paint. Why do I keep saying acrylic markers? But I can already tell this is going to be so much better. And also I feel like you don't have to be as exact with it. And I'm really wanting to get better about using mixed media. J.I. Colorist on YouTube, whenever I watch her completed pages videos, she does a lot of mixed media because she makes sure to use all of the supplies in her collection. And so whenever I watch her videos, I get really inspired because I don't have a big collection of supplies because I kind of just jumped into coloring, but I have like these paintbrushes and acrylic paint. That's like all I had before this. And so now that you guys are telling me about this other stuff, like she said in, I think it was her February completed pages video, she likes to make sure to use it if she has it. So I want to do that as well. So that's why I was like, I want to go ahead and do this. Same thing with the colored pencils. I think I might just film that right after this and go ahead and do that because I've had them also since that haul video that I made, and they've just been sitting on my desk with these, and I've wanted to use them, but I haven't had the chance to make a video, and I was like, I'm gonna stop waiting for the perfect moment and just jump right in and do it. And stop, over planning, which is a whole nother discussion for another day. I was thinking I'm gonna try to make a video maybe tonight, I don't know, since I'm on a roll, a color with me, just kind of talking more about how I've been feeling and getting kind of in a creative slump and getting in a slump with my making of YouTube videos too. And so I'm gonna probably make a color with me soon to kind of talk more about that, because I feel like it might just help me to talk it through and get any suggestions from any of you if you make videos on if you've experienced similar things. So I'm really finding that once you put it down, it doesn't really move. So down here got really, actually you might not be able to see that, but down there got really concentrated, and that's just how it's going to be. So that's okay. I still love the way it looks, and I did not know it was glittery. I had so much interest to the page. I am curious what it would be like. Everyone I've seen talk about it, and even the couple of videos that I've seen, only a couple seconds or minutes at a time, what was I gonna say? Oh, lost my train of thought. Oh, they put it on a palette. They don't go straight on the paper. So I'm, assuming that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but what happens if you put it right on the paper? Well, I guess I've learned that if you put it right on the paper, you can't move it. So this is probably better because it's less at a time. Gives it more of like it kind of reminds me of what I've seen other people do with distressed ink. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for what do you use on your backgrounds. Like I said, I've seen J.I. Colorist use some really cool things on her backgrounds and all kinds of different stuff. And I've seen people doing washi tape borders, and I really want to know, actually, I have another question for you all. I really love when people put a gloss over the eyes of creatures. So please let me know, what is that I need to put over, because I've just heard people call it like a gloss. And is there just something called like gloss that I can just, I don't know. I feel like you'll tell me and I'll think that was self-explanatory, but I just would love to know what product to use for that, because I think it really makes something come to life when you do that. I am really loving this. And I'm definitely going to be using it, because what a waste of ink, I feel like, when you, I mean, it's not a waste. If you enjoy it and you like the way it looks, then it's worth it. I feel like that's what art supplies are for. But I just feel like, especially with how hard Ohuhu markers are to come by these days, the like saving ink whenever you can is good. This is a really cool look though. I'm so excited about this. And then, like I said, I will finish coloring this. Since I'm trying to do it in one take here, I'll finish this month, so here pretty soon, and I'll put it in my completed pages video if you're interested. Okay, and I'm gonna just, so I can get in those cracks. I will be interested to see, since this is kind of glittery, and I'm gonna check and see if they all are. Oh, I see. Oh no, I was gonna say I thought it was the metallic ones, but these are metallic, but this one doesn't say that. I am just curious to see my like ink glitter markers. The glitter transfers. So I wonder, like, when the page shuts on this and stuff, does that happen? I'll find out. Well, let me just see. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't think it will be as bad as the ink glitter markers. And I am just loving the slight green variations because of what was on the paintbrush. I love that. I was debating adding some greens anyway, and I still might add some more down here with the stick. We're almost done here. I think I'm gonna have to get just a little bit more. And I'm sorry if you're used to using these, and if you use them in a much different way, if this is painful to watch. I'm sorry. Like I said, please leave me any suggestions if you have any. You guys have already taught me so much. Okay. One more little time. And then what I'm thinking is I'm gonna add a little bit of green. I don't know if I have to flatten it out. Like, I mean, not flatten it out. She really did it in a big area, but I think even if I pick it up like this and then just kind of load the brush with it back and forth, I think it still will break up those chunks and it won't go heavy in one spot. Yeah, I think that might be in the future kind of more what I do. It's kind of hard to get as much when it's so far out. This is really fun, and I'm so happy that like you don't have to be very exact with it. It saves so much time and ink. It's way less effort, and it kind of too, I feel like, helps me feel more creative. There's something about like just throwing it on with a paintbrush that I just love. Okay. And it makes the image pop because around the edges of the image is kind of white. Okay, so that's kind of the base. And let me see, do these have numbers? This is metallic. Oh, it is metallic. Okay, so metallic blue, GSO52. So let's see. Let's go to the non-metallic blue. ones. Yeah, these are not metallic. Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. That's cool that I have the option. So now I'm going to do aqua blue. Try to get some off of here. Yeah, this is much more of like a matte lipstick or like crayon texture. I really think that's kind of whimsical and magical though. I like that. Let me see if this is a darker blue, and I'm going to try to put it, no, you probably can't see, but I'm going to try to put it behind so that the image kind of pops. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't want to overdo it. I guess I'll just use up what's on here. Now the question is too, how easily does this clean out of the brush? Because I was thinking I would just use this brush for this, and that's why I was being so hard on it, but I might not be able to use the same brush all the time, right? Because it might get too built up. It seems like this would be hard to clean, but might have to alternate brushes. Okay, I'm happy with that. Wasn't too much, didn't ruin it. Just a little pop. I'm actually so happy with it. And then let me just find a green, and then we'll be done. It'll be a good start for this. I debated doing this for the color with me that I was gonna film actually, and kind of talk about what I've been going through health-wise and my creative slump, but then I thought, you know what, I really want to do a page with you guys in a Matchstick Mouse book, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna add some green down here. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to finish this page and see how it turns out, but that's me playing around with these Kingart mixed media gel sticks. So let me know. I'm assuming these are the metallics. These are, looks like normal. These are normal, I think, and those look like they're normal. So I think these might be the only metallics, but again, let me know if you have any suggestions, if you've used these before, and let me know how you think it turned out, or if you have any suggestions based on watching, because sometimes when I watch something back, I see it differently than when I'm just up close and looking at it. And if you have any suggestions on what kind of tool to use, you guys have taught me a lot, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you think, and I'm also looking forward to hearing what you think about the colored pencils too. So I'm probably going to go ahead and film that, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in my next video. But until then, I hope you have a happy, wonderful coloring time. Bye.